Hey, is this thing on?
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing makeup. I am not a makeup guru and not a makeup YouTuber or anything along those lines, but I figured I would share what I do. I'm actually doing a little bit of extra makeup today because I'm going to a wedding. So if you just want something super simple and easy to follow for like a regular everyday girl who's kind of good at doing her makeup, follow along. So I'm starting off with some lip oil. This poor thing is almost empty. I use the Milani Rose Butter. I have very dry skin, so it's really important for me to make sure that everything is super hydrating. So I also go in with this e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist all over my face. All right, so next up is moisturizer. I use the Fenty Beauty moisturizer, just a couple of pumps to really get my face as moist as possible. And I always use a sponge for my foundation and pretty much everything that I put on my face instead of a brush, because if you have dry skin and like it's kind of flaky, the brush is just gonna pick up all of that flakiness and put it everywhere. So this is the Coco Cosmetics sponge. It's massive, so it also helps me do my makeup really fast. Well, I don't know if it's really fast to most people, but faster than usual. Again, with the hydration, so I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer, and this is like a serum primer. And same thing, just use my beauty blender to spread that all over my face. I also try to make sure I get under my eyes as well, so that my concealer has a smooth base. All right, so now the next step is gonna be foundation. But what I do for my foundation is first I mix it with this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Flawless Filter. It's kind of like another primer, but like on vacation and things like that, I just wear this instead of any foundation because it's tinted and you can see it just has like a beautiful sheen to it. So I put that down. Then I'm gonna use the NARS. This is their light reflecting foundation. The color is Marquise. I'm the same color in all NARS foundations, but this one cannot be beat. So I'm just gonna blend that in. Do you see how easy and how fast this blends with the sponge? I try not to get too much foundation under my eyes because I do want to brighten that area, and I'm going to be going in with a concealer. Just do one more round, make sure everything, like, look at this. It's seriously so pretty. Okay, then now that I've got the base down, I'm gonna start adding some layers on top. If you want bright under eyes that are gonna stay all night, Tarte Shape Tape is the way to go. This is the color 425 Tan Sand. I just put a little bit here and then I drag it up on the outside and then places where I want to highlight my face. So I start off blending everywhere else with that same beauty blender so I can give it time to sit under my eyes and dry down just a little bit so it'll be easier to blend. And I just use the same sponge because I do want these parts to be mixed with the foundation so that the color is not such a big difference. Okay, then I'm gonna use a smaller one, same brand, Coco Cosmetics, of their Marshmallow Sponge, and that is how I blend underneath my eyes. You can see how that line just goes straight up and really pulls my eye up. I'm gonna try a winged look today, we'll see. Now Now, once that's done, I'm gonna finish up with all liquid cream products before I move into the powders. So this is the Rare Beauty blush in the color Believe. You literally do not hardly need any. I probably put too much. This blush is so pigmented, but I am going for more of like a fuller look today, so I think it's okay. Same thing, blending up and out. I do put a little bit here in the middle just to kind of bring my face together, and just a little bit on my nose. Okay, now it's time for the dry products. So I'm gonna start off with setting my face. This is the dream. So this is Beauty Bakery, their flour powder. It comes in a cute bag, like a bag of flour, in the color Oat, which is like their translucent shade. So I'm gonna use I forget what this is called, pocket something, to set that underneath my eyes. Like, do you see this? So bright, so smooth. And I'm gonna go in on the other side and do the same thing. I also kind of go over my blush area too, which is fine because I put a lot, so that'll kind of even it out a little bit. And then just dab my nose to mattify that a smidge. Pretty much anywhere that I put concealer, I want to make sure that I cover with this translucent powder, but then I use a second powder, my Fenty Beauty in Honey, to just kind of go all over my face and set everything when I want to have a matter look. So I'm just going to use a bigger brush. And set. Not too much because again, my skin is dry. All right, so we're pretty much halfway done. Like all the hard stuff is over with, and that only took 6 minutes, and that's with me talking to you guys. So it definitely did not take long to do this makeup look, and I put everything up as I go because I don't have time to like come back and have to do a bunch of cleaning at the end of the night. So after my face is set, then I'm gonna go in with bronzer. This one is hitting pan because I use it so much. It's the NYX matte bronzer. I am running low, so I'm just gonna put that right underneath where I blushed on both sides. And I'm gonna do some circles to add some color back into the rest of my face. And then I'll use a smaller brush to contour my nose just a little bit. I like to start higher up so you can see how it like really defines my nose area, and then dragging that down. Same brush, I'm gonna use this as my crease color. Don't need a bunch of stuff. I honestly rarely use eyeshadow palettes. I even thought about using one for this look, but I was like, you know what, the dress that I'm wearing speaks for itself. I don't need to have a bunch of like pink and purple on my face as well. So we're gonna go with a much more neutral look. Next up is brows. So my brows are microbladed, but it's been a couple of years, honestly. So whenever I do makeup, I like to fill them in again. I just follow their shape and go in with a pencil. This is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal Paris. I usually get these on Amazon. They'll actually have a sale pretty often where you can get like a 2-pack discounted. And normally if I was gonna go for like a fancy look, I would use concealer to kind of clean up my brows, but I literally just got them done today, so thankfully there's nothing to conceal. So then I just use the other side to brush through them and make sure that it's blended. But everyone's going the same direction. Brows just frame your face, guys. It's my favorite part. All right, so after I do brows, obviously I already have on lashes. I do my own lash extensions at home. I use Flutter Habit lashes, which has been very nice because I don't have to worry about like trying to do strip lashes or mascara or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go in with my highlighter. This is Maybelline Master Chrome in the color Metallic. No. Is it called Metallic Highlighter or is that the color? I'm not really sure. So I'm just gonna put that on my brow bone. And this is the brush that I would typically use to conceal under here as well. Give it a nice shimmer. Again, this is not for every day. I typically would just kind of stop my makeup here before I even put any of this highlighter on. And then I'm gonna do just a dot on my nose. I don't want that to be too shiny, and just a little bit down the middle. So bring that all together. And I like to use a fan brush, the highest part of my cheekbones, and I highlight right there. All right, that's it. The face is done. Brows, lashes, everything I think came together really nicely. So finally, the last thing that I have to do is lips. I'm gonna be using the Shayla collection from Dose of Colors. This is 10 out of 10. The best lip combo for me. Like, it's a perfect nude for my skin. Do you see how that glides? So I do a very slight overline, just a little bit. To give like that extra pout effect. And then you literally do not need a lot of this at all. So I just dot it on there. So pretty. And then I go over it again with just a little bit more liner. I'm gonna go with the matte look today, but it does come with a gloss. This, so pretty. So typically, like if I'm going more casual, I will definitely put this gloss on, but here is the finished look. You can see just like the clothes that I like to wear. I love a monochromatic face as well. So this is it. This is the makeup. It did not take long at all. We're at 12 minutes, again, with me blabbering on. And I think that I look absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, I don't know everything about makeup. Oh, I forgot I wanted to do a winged eye. Woo. Hold please. Okay, so I am gonna add some eyeliner. I mean, that wasn't terrible. It's not really winged, but it does give a darker defined look. I'm actually shocked that that kind of worked. Who knew? I did put too much here, but like you can always just use a paper towel to clean up anywhere. Actually, this side looks more winged than the other side. Hold on. When I look in the mirror, I can definitely see the difference. So I'm gonna clean that up really quick. Okay, we got a little wing. Who is she? Okay, and this is the Maybelline Hyper Easy Brush Tip Liner. Honestly, it is hyper easy. The only thing about this, I packed this on my trip to Colorado, and when the elevation changed, this thing exploded on the airplane and all my makeup kit and everything. So that wasn't great. But other than that, I really like it, and it still had some ink left in it. Okay, now I am actually done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I am not a makeup expert, but I really like makeup. I feel like it's really fun and it can just kind of add that extra layer to a look. So I'm very excited to wear this look tonight, and hopefully I'll get a picture and I'll be able to put it on this thumbnail. But I will definitely try to link everything that I used below. If you are looking for some new makeup, or if you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, girl, I don't either. It's okay. So we just kind of figure it out together. But this was like a quick, fun, heavier makeup look that took less than 15 minutes. So definitely give it a try if you're looking to try some new things with your makeup. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at AffirmationsWithAmber.